Mechahood, what's that? Well, let me show you how to create it. A quick glimpse on how it's going to look when I'm done with the project. First part of the process, go ahead and get all your supports off after printing it. Once I was done taking the supports off, I basically took my blowtorch and I was heating off all the little stringing. That way it didn't get in the way when I was doing my resin. Now I'm hitting it with resin, and you guys can go and enjoy this montage. When you guys are doing this, please make sure you're doing even coats. I tend to sometimes rush, but that's just my choice. But if you want to make sure it's nice and smooth, don't rush it. Take your time. I did have to go over it a couple times just because I did rush in some areas, but I was trying to make content for you guys, so. Let's move on to the next step after getting all the resin on, and the next step would be to take a paper towel or microfiber and basically pour alcohol on it so you can start wiping off the excess, just in case there's some that didn't cure. Now we're in the painting stages. Let's hit it with some primer, and we want to make sure to do about 50-50 for these kind of masks, just because they have a lot of layer lines, but the resin helps fill that in anyway. So once the filler primer hits it, it basically makes it where you don't see any layer lines as it is anyway. Chose a dark garnet red pearl for this helmet, and I thought it'd be pretty cool for a red, and you can choose whatever color you want. This is just the color I chose. For this part, just because of the spray can, it comes out very heavy, so I'm making sure to take my time with it and do light coats because it comes on thick and can create a drooping effect. Now it's time to add some color shift, so we're going to spray that on heavily. That way it gives it like a blue-purple color shift. Now here I'm spraying 1K clear coat in high gloss, that way it comes out really reflective. But it can only come out so reflective if your prep work's not that good. But usually the resin helps with that, and you can see that here it comes out really good. Here I'm just doing my due diligence and checking it out basically before I move forward. Now it's time to start filling in the accents with a black acrylic paint marker. I just wanted to make sure that it was red and black. Thought it would be a pretty cool design anyway. Take your time with this step, there's no rush. Make sure it dries on there nicely. You want it to look good for you and if other people see it. Here you guys can see me filling in the eyeshadow. I wanted it to be black and match the rest of the accents. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and put some polish on and then wipe it off, basically to make it more shiny and get ready to do the eyes. Now that it's all polished up, now it's time to move forward and start doing the eyes. So here you guys can see me testing out the eyes, making sure that they look cool. You can see how I did it, double-sided tape. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I made Mechahood in this cool red. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more.